Conversions of a-holic.
Welcome, Wargamers, to episode numero dos of Confessions of a Waaagh, where I share my my more recent working creations of my mostly Orky conversions, but also I'm going to start doing some of my Signar. And at one point, I know Paul from watching paint dry has tons of awesome converted models, so I'll probably have an episode dedicated to him in the future. Sorry it took so long to get another one. Again, I went on vacation for 2 weeks and getting back, just been busy. I haven't had a lot of time to work on my projects, but and actually last episode I didn't reveal all of my projects that I'm working on because there's so many. But to try to motivate me to try to commit more to you guys, to show you more awesome stuff, and also for me it'd be awesome to get all this stuff eventually done that I've been working on, because I still got tons to paint. But if I get some good stuff done, conversion wise, it'll encourage me to paint them up. Most recently I just finished is an Orc Bomber. It's a conversion. What's the conversion there? Really, it's just the same. Now, one neat thing I did with the paint is I covered it with some tape, and so then I spray paint it on an angle so it looks like it's fading a bit. And I'm not completely done the paint job, but basically the conversion was I magnetized the wings. So just a little magnet in there. Just cut off the top, stick a little magnet right there. Fits very easily. And because they're one-shot weapons, so you shoot once, it's gone, you only have one more ammo. Shoot twice, it's gone, and then you just have the super DAC is left. So that's just something simple, really simple. But also the cockpit, okay? So what I did here is I took a little drill bit, went along the side, like it got shot by previous owners, maybe crashed, repaired, or they just used glass from something else they found out. You know orcs, they just throw everything together. And like for like those scratches, I just took an X-Acto knife on the inside and just scratched the inside. And so it looks like a nice little crack. Doesn't look like it's scratched out because, again, it's on the inside. There's kind of like a big hole there. I kind of just drilled through and then just took an X-Acto knife and carved it around, and then same thing on the inside, I scratched it out. And for all these huge cracks, I actually just took a bunch of like clippers and started like cutting them. And they just started cracking all over, and then so I kind of carved out some stuff and then kept it there, so looks mighty fine. And so it's something simple that you can do just to make your DAC unique, because guarantee the glass isn't cracking the exact same way. And you know, just with little bullet holes, figure out something of your own when you're building the new Warhammer flyers that came out, like that, because it's awesome. All right, so I haven't touched this guy in a year and a half, but oh no, I'm cut. Okay, I'm good. All right, so here's Fred. Fred really isn't converted at all. He's just Fred, but he's awesome. And so I wanted more of him, but I didn't have the funds at the time. And so I started off, I found some hulls for the stompa, pretty cheap. And so I built the hull. Then I got like a dollar store toy for the feet and just put some plastic card on the bottom. Very simple job there. Probably have to add some rivets, but again, very, very simple stuff. And then just having some plastic cards so it actually fit and glue and stick. This is the start of its gun, and it's down here. So I built out of plastic card that. And so as a comparison, here is Fred's gun, and here's the gun that I made. You can see I try to make it as similar as possible. Obviously it's not exactly the same, but I think it's pretty dead on. And so that was actually really fun to make. And so this actually fits in right here, like that. So he's got that. And then also, this is just very simple, just started, just kind of like one little piece fell off. But that'll be glued on top for like the DACA. And so basically I just got to orcify this area and make it look not like a bunch of plastic cards glued together, because that's what it is right now. So just detail it up, add some rivets, add some maybe like some wires coming off. And I think that'll be basically done. Just some I-beams attaching it on either side, and obviously I'll cover this up. And so that's his gun right there, which is good. And then for his other arm, I wanted to make it a big mech stompa. And so this is my lifted dropper, okay? So basically all this is this is just some solid plastic card, like the squares you can get, and so you just cut it off. This is 2 edges of a tube, but as you can see, it's not really complete yet. There's a lot of, it doesn't look very good up close. So I have to change, just kind of smooth it out, maybe some green stuff, get that done. But yeah, that'll fit directly on. And these are just like little wires you just spin around, and then more solid stuff. And then I just kind of cut through a tube, just a bunch of times cut. They're not all like perfect, but I think that's better because orcs, luckily when you collect orcs, you don't have to be so exact. And so that will go on his other arm, like so. And so as you can see, the stompa is almost ready. And then for the head, it's a big mech stompa, so I want a big actual big mech on top. And so this is the throne so far. So here's the big Gazem Orc. I just got like a big rusty screw. I don't even know I'm gonna paint it, I'll just leave it. Just kind of drilled it through the front. And again, this is just like a dollar store toy, like it's upside down torso. Like his legs were coming out of there, and I went into his torso. So just legs came out here, and the torso was there. So I just kind of cut it apart, glued it together. Fun stuff. And so that'll go on top like that. And then starting just cutting out a war boss from the Assault on Black Reach. And here, here's more part of the throne. So that'll go up like this, and he'll sit on top like this, more or less. He'll be there. And then I have this big ball that I got for like a couple dollars at the hobby shop. I don't know what you normally use it for. Actually, I don't even know where it is right now. Maybe I left it at home. But it'll go around kind of like a little force field generator thing. I don't know if it's going to be encompassing him like a north throne, or is it going to come off the side. So I'll just have to finish this up and then see how it goes. And these are just some like extra tank treads around the side, just to give it a little more detail. And then all the extra orky bits from all the vehicles. I got a big bag of that. Little rockets, pieces of rhino. So that's the stompa. That's Fred's brother. That is in the making. Because Fred was getting lonely. He needs a family. So I hope you guys are excited to see that. I just got super excited just explaining it all to you. I'm like, oh yeah, it actually isn't that far from being done. I didn't even realize that until right now. I don't know why I stopped. You just start something and you just get distracted, lose inspiration. Let's start with, let's go on to my bits box. So this is what I do for most of my inspiration. Okay, so the very early stages, but another battle wagon. There's wheels somewhere. I don't know where it is. But anyways, I'm gonna keep it open topped like this. I've actually used the top of this for my Necron looted wagon with the big gun. I still need to finish painting that, like a wash on it at least, just give it some definition. This, I want eventually like orcs hanging out the windows or something, and like a cockpit, like people either standing up or sitting down, something, them driving the actual battle wagon. I want a bunch of them there. And so that'd be awesome. And then maybe make the gun emplacements like on the top, like leaning over, like with like big shooters, something like that. Something different. And then I'll probably have to do something on the front. Well, I'll probably get a def roller, but I'll just put like the reinforced ram that it comes with. Just to make sure, re-emphasize that it is armor 14, because it has to look strong in the front. At least for me, the fluff is important. Like, you can't just make this battle wagon that looks like nothing, but like, you want it to simulate somewhat, at least, that it's armor 14, 12, 10. Well, that's an obvious 10. I think there was a back to it. I might just leave it open like a wagon actually. There you go. Battle wagon. Huh, who would have thunk? But